Steam may have thousands of games available, but how many of them are actually good? My name is Graeldon, and this is Steam Sequence, a series where I complete Steam games in alphabetical order to hopefully uncover some hidden gems. Let's see if today's game, #SkiJump, is one of them. Technically speaking, this game shouldn't have been reviewed by me. It shouldn't have been on my list. One of my initial rules was no VR games, and yet here we are. The best way I can describe this game is ski-free in VR. If you've played the version that came out way back in 1991, then you'll likely have fond memories of it. Skiing down the slopes, dodging obstacles, and then outrunning the Yeti for as long as possible. All of that is here, and now it's in VR, so you can ski down the slopes in glorious first-person view. Launching the game gives us this lovely menu with 3 options, but only the top one actually works. On the title screen, it becomes quickly obvious that the keyboard and mouse do absolutely nothing. The main reason I bought this game is because #SkiJump is listed as VR supported, so it turns out that's a lie. It's definitely VR only. But luckily, I do have a Quest 2, and my PC is beefy enough to play VR and record, so I thought, well, hey, we're already here, let's give this a shot. First up, the tutorial is pretty useless. There are a bunch of vague images on signs, and they are enough to get you started. You can grip both sticks and then push yourself forward, and angling your head left or right will steer you in that direction. Additionally, the sticks can be swapped out for different versions, such as a bow and arrow, a selfie stick, and a spear. As cool as the bow and arrow is, I never found a use for it. Maybe I missed it, but I didn't see targets anywhere. The spear is equally as useless, but does feature some amusing physics. The skiing itself though has some pretty solid mechanics. You build up speed quickly, and when you're turning, you can hear and almost feel the edges of the skis digging in, causing you to slow as you turn. You can even let one stick trail in the snow to make you turn more sharply at the cost of losing even more speed. The slopes themselves are littered with all manner of obstacles, including trees, giant mushrooms, boulders, houses, other skiers, and plenty of ski jumps to boot. These ski jumps are easily the most enjoyable part of the game, especially as with enough speed you're able to really launch yourself out into the air, and this allows you to build up even more speed to make the next jump even bigger. To get the biggest jumps, you need to physically crouch down low and then jump up off the floor. That's how I ended up being able to do massive jumps like these. The slopes are also somewhat randomly generated, or at least the placement of objects appears to be. That said, they do follow a repeating pattern of sections, the initial slope with the trees, one with giant mushrooms, and then one with boulders. There's no way to fall off the mountain, but there are 2 ways to leave it. The first is to pass through one of many archways. These all take you to the same location, a purpose-built ski jump that gives you the opportunity to practice launching yourself as far as possible, and it even includes flag markers to track your landings. If you steer around the archway in the landing zone, you'll find yourself back on the normal slope. Method 2 of getting off the mountain is to find the Yeti. I did say this was similar to Ski Free. Both times that I found him, he was hiding in the giant mushrooms. Once found, he runs along, either chasing behind you or overtaking and cutting you off from the front. Getting caught is game over. After a quick fade to black, you're free to continue though. And now I need to address 2 major negatives. Firstly, that is everything that the game has to offer. So it's fun for about 15 minutes or so, but that's basically it. I have no reason to ever return to this game, but it might be nice as a way to introduce people to VR that have never used it before. Secondly, it wasn't until reviewing the footage that I saw this, which meant that my entire first session of recording was rendered completely useless. There is no way to remove this overlay from within VR. You need to press O on an actual keyboard to remove it. So I guess that's why it's not VR only? This means that everything that you've seen was from me going back in a second time just to get some good footage. You're welcome. I would struggle to recommend this game to anyone, even if you're starved for things to play in VR, especially considering that it's $11.49 when bought at full price. The idea is good, and the controls and the visuals are fine, but as a game, as a complete package, well, it feels more like a tech demo. It feels incomplete. And when I went back to look at the store page, I saw this. Unfortunately, this strongly indicates that the game has been abandoned and is likely to be updated any further, especially considering that they were hoping to have this game finished by 2019. With that in mind, my rating for hashtag ski jump is a dead skier out of 10. Dead just like this game's development. Thanks for watching. If you're enjoying these videos, why not help out by liking the video? And while you're there, make sure to subscribe if you want to see more of this weird gaming journey that I'm on. If you've already done both, then hey, thank you. And until next time, take care.